Yo, what's
Yes,
shaking,
sir.
baby? We back again. How we doing, my friends? It's your
We
boy
good.
Wisdom Devine.
And it's your boy Tomi. You know what's up?
He in this thing though.
Yeah, we
And we
back.
got our boy back again. It's been a long time, my friend. Who we
Hey
got in the
man,
building?
hey
The
man,
Keion
say
Grant.
man, how y'all doing, man? I'm Keion. For many of y'all that don't know, if you do know, it's the best co-host they ever had. You know, best guest.
Hey.
You ask me, you feel me?
Hey.
It's season 2. They just asking for me. That's crazy. I'm not gonna
Shaky.
lie. I thought they would bet asked, but it's cool. I'm here. I'm here now.
Bruh, we had to listen.
I'm here now. It's cool. I'm here now. It's cool.
Look, she said she don't even know how to help me. Did you hear that?
What happened?
My echo dot was like when I said I don't know. She said I don't know how to help you with that.
She
Evidently,
listening
Keion
too
might
much.
have some factuals in there because when
I'm
I was
telling
like I
you.
don't know, she said she can't help me. So
I'm
obviously
telling you. Y'all should
he
have
might
been.
be right. He might
Y'all
be
should have
one of
been
the
picked up the
best.
phone, be like,
I don't
Keion,
know. He
hop on
been
the
saying it from the
pod.
beginning though.
Y'all should have been like, Keion, hop on the pod, bro. You know, I'm always available.
Nah, that's a fact, bro. Listen, we had to get it right, bro. We get this little virtual aspect going on. We had to touch on different topics, bro. We couldn't just keep beating you down. You know, we had
I
made
feel it.
it.
I
I'm gonna
feel it.
keep it
I
real
feel it,
though.
bro.
If
I
you
feel it.
go on the pod, right now, if you go on either on the audio side or the video side, both sides, you got the most tune ins.
Hey, I know, bro. I know. I'm
On
telling you,
on the
best
video
guess. I'm trying to
aspect,
tell you. I'm
you know,
trying to
you got
tell
the
you.
most, but you got the most downloads even on the audio aspect though.
I'm trying to tell you, best guess, bro. People want to listen.
Hey, man, listen.
Go ahead,
So
pop yours.
it's been a minute though. It's been a
It
minute. So
has.
we,
It really
you know what I
has.
mean?
Fat
We definitely gonna have to make sure that
For
we, you
five
know, we
months.
keep this thing going. But I'm just happy that we all back on this thing. I ain't seen us like this in a long time. Man, I miss
Nah,
y'all
it's been a
boys, man,
minute.
for
It's been
real.
a minute.
Hey, you need to come back to Texas. That's all I know.
Hey
Nah,
man,
definitely.
listen.
Hey, man, you just telling me about finesse 2 times, and look at what he doing.
Hey yo, he in Houston. He live in Houston. You didn't know that?
Say you swear.
Bro, I
I
was
see.
sick.
Hey,
Listen, I
his video
moved.
had the rap a lot thing on it before it started.
Bro, he managed by J Prince Jr.
Oh,
Yeah, that's who he managed by J Prince Jr. So, bro, he moved right into that junk, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, I was sick. I missed the Galleria. You know, I used to bust that thing open. You know what I mean? Like, man, I missed the Galleria, man. It's so much about Texas I miss. I ain't gonna front. You know what I mean? I be seeing people saying like, yeah, like, yo, why you move all the way to Wisconsin? Why you come all the way out here for Texas? I'm like, yo, for school. It would be no other reason I would be out here, man. I'm out here
that's a
for
fact.
business, like business and business only. Like, know what I mean? Like, so it's been so much that like that went on, man. Like, since I left from there though, I'm not gonna front. I just been really just trying to buckle down on school because I work at the elementary and the middle school during the day. I'm a traveling APE teacher during the day, and then we have school either mid afternoon or evening classes. You feel me? So it's a lot. Like it's so many classes, bro. Like I said, I'm taking 7 classes. So it's like, man, it's crazy. It's a lot of work, but that's what you supposed to expect from an accelerated master's program. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work, a lot of dedication you got to put into this thing, but it is what it is. But I'll say this though, the one plus that has happened since I've been here though, and it was shout out to Pastor Gerald Holmes because without you, a lot of us, wouldn't have been who we became. But if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have inherited the Merrill Gents. So like that's like my biggest thing right now, bro. That like that's why the last pod that I did without Tomi, because Tomi had I forgot what you was doing that day. No, y'all were on the road. Y'all, I had just talked to y'all. Remember, y'all was about to go to the party.
Which party?
I talked to both of y'all on the
Boat
phone.
party.
Which party was that? You know what I mean?
Boat party. I think it was a boat party. I think it was a boat party.
Yes, that's what it
the boat
was.
party?
Exactly. Yeah. I talked to y'all. Yeah, I talked to y'all right before I did the interview with Ty Lyric. And shout out to Ty Lyric because that was something that I don't even think he's gonna understand what he did for the youth, but also what that podcast is gonna be when he becomes successful and can go back and look at and see how together he had it at so young. Because I would wish when I was 17, I could articulate myself the way that that young man did. I had the vision to say, while everybody else is chilling, I'm working. I'm in the gym. You know, I'm trying to make sure I'm getting stronger. I'm gonna make sure I eat right so my body can, you know, be preserved. Man, that was a great interview. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, just to hear somebody, you know, young like that have their head on their shoulders was beautiful, man. And you know, speaking of which, I'm you know, shout out to my brother Marcus Richardson because you know I gotta call him and put this Mirror Gents together the way that we need to because he's out in Virginia and me not being there, he's got to be one of the head liaisons to get these youth. But man, that's my goal right now is to try to, you know, change the dynamics of what's going on, not just, you know, in Virginia, but the youth around the world, man, because it's real bad, man, everywhere. And speaking of which, to touch on the topic, like, do y'all think, you know, the United States has a gun problem?
Yeah, for sure.
Most definitely.
So if you saying that, you know what I mean, who is to blame for it though? Who do you blame?
The culture.
The culture, everybody.
The culture,
systems,
bro. Everybody,
like everybody has their own part to play.
Bro,
some people more than others, but everybody got their own part to play.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you like this: everybody today feel like they need it. You feel me? And then like most people that feel like they need it, they just have it to have it. Like they not gonna shoot it. And then people that pull it, they be like, if I'm gonna pull it, I might as well shoot it. And then they just gonna shoot to a crowd of people. Like, what's the point? Like, it's no point in having it, bro. Like, if you're not in little danger, I feel like what you need it for, bro, you just flashing to show off for what? Honestly.
Now, you know what's crazy though? I'm gonna tell you something. I agree, but I feel like this though. Do y'all know about Chicago getting guns from a particular, you know, Navy SEALs that was stealing military guns and giving them off to Pocket Town GDs? Pocket Town GDs. Did you know about that?
I ain't know nothing about that. I ain't gonna lie.
So when we say the culture, right? What do you mean by as in culture? Because
when I mean the culture, like, see, I ain't even know all that, so that's crazy.
And look, when we get off this joint, look it up. Look up Navy SEALs trafficking guns to Chicago gangster disciples and watch what you come up with.
Hey, that's crazy. But I was gonna say, when I mean the culture, like, bro, like some of us, like most of us, we don't live in the right places. And then everybody around you, they got it. You know, they talk about be protected, be safe, you know, just carrying it. Even people we know in college, they got it. But I ain't gonna say no names. But and then like also like everything we listen to, watch TV, like it's everywhere. Like there's nowhere you can go and look around and somebody don't have one. And especially in Texas with the new law that they just passed.
Oh yeah. Everybody, yeah. But see, Texas is different though. It's a little different. You know, you got a few open carry states, you know what I mean? Yeah. But Texas is really like
you don't even need a license no more, man.
Yeah, you can just walk around that thing, you know what I mean? So it is different, but I'll say this, right? We definitely got a gun problem, right? Because you got cities like Philadelphia. It's going crazy right now. You feel me? Crazy.
Hey, the H going, bro. The H
Chicago,
is going crazy.
Houston, St. Louis,
You know that
California.
Right now,
I'm not even gonna name like LA. I'm just gonna say California as a state. You feel
right
me?
now, Houston has the most homicides.
Bro, I ain't listen.
That's right now. That was like I seen that a few weeks ago. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I'm not even gonna hold you. It's so much that's going on, but I feel like this though. Okay, yeah, it's a gun problem. But where the guns coming from? Because it's growing up, when I was growing up, it was easier for me to get a gun than a job. I'm dead serious. I worked at the hospital from the time I was able to get a job till I got out, till I went to the military. Now, did I go to work every day? Nah, I had it because to say I had a job. You feel me? Nah, what I was doing, that ain't nobody business. I was doing what I was doing, but I had a job. I had something that I paid taxes. You feel me? So it's like, but I also remember guns being very accessible. Now, mind you, bro, a lot of us ain't had 2 nickels to rub together sometimes. We had guns though.
Most definitely.
Now, I had homies, they know who they is. On Friday nights, they used to go check cars when we was kids, right? I really wasn't about stealing from people because my one of my brothers was a thief. Well, I'm not gonna say was, he probably still, I don't know. I'm not even gonna do that. That don't even matter. But he used to steal, you feel me? And so because of that, bro, I didn't want to take from people. So a lot of the times they thought I had to be in the house. I ain't had to be in the house. I really ain't had no real supervision. Real truthfully, it was just I wasn't about taking from nobody. I didn't want to take at that time. You feel me? So when they was going out doing their thing, man, they used to come back with big money, right? Money. I don't remember drugs, but I remember they had money and they found a gun one time, right? And I'll never forget it, man. Like every time they used to, come back with all that stuff, they used to break bread, like that, because we had real friendships. You feel me? Like we really loved each other. What if one had, everybody had. So when they came back to the block, I remember they showed the gun and everything. I'm like, what? Like, but it was like it wasn't on no Bishop and Juice where we just wanted to go shoot people.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, we got a gun. You feel me? Now, mind you, as we start to get older, certain things happen. Certain dudes start going different ways in life. But I also feel like we had dudes that was more telling us, this ain't what you want. This life ain't what you want. Hey, man, you can go do something different. You feel me?
Bro, look,
I don't think these young boys got that today.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Today, bro, I feel like more towards your time, most people, that was about like, see what your hands talking about. You feel me? But now it's not even like that. It's like every song they like, bro, what I'm gonna use my hands for? I got the pole in my back pocket.
Facts. Okay, so if you say that, right?
Hey, but look though, wait. But
no, okay, like, go ahead, finish. My bad.
To this story, look, it's crazy because me and Tomi, we just went to a party like not even like 2 weeks ago at like Texas State. I swear to you, the way they patted us down, Wisdom, I could have had an AK on me at that point.
What?
Like, bro, I really, they didn't even pat me down for it. They just touched my shoulders. I walked through, bro. Like if I really would have had the intent to like carry a pole on me, bro, I really wanted to do something, I could have did something at that party, bro. Anybody could have did something, and that's how it be. Over some dry, like a dude talking to your female or something like that, it'd be the most driest things, bro.
Nah,
shoot the whole party up.
Yeah, I also realize that most people who actually like have guns, I'm not gonna say even have guns. Most people who show that they have guns be the weakest niggas.
Be lame,
yeah,
bro.
facts.
Like, what you
I'm definitely agreeing with that.
Like it be the people that, like, when it comes down to it, if they didn't have that gun or whatever on them, they wouldn't be acting like that.
Man, I remember this party that I went to like last year. Tomi, you remember that mansion party they had? Everybody's dressed up and stuff. Bro, when I tell you, it was me, AJ, and Cam, right? Wisdom. We must have walked outside because it was like commotion and stuff. I said, bro, why we walking out here? We already know it's finna happen. They like, nah, bro, they finna fight, dude. I said, bro, they not finna fight, bro. We was out. I walked out there for 2 seconds, walked back in. Tell me why when I walk back in, everybody else start running in, bro.
I ain't gonna flex, right? we
I'm already
definitely
know what's
had a
gonna
few
happen,
shootings
Wisdom.
and stuff like that, right? But I feel like how you just touched on. That's what I wanted to, dial in on. So when you say that, on every song they saying, "Why I gotta fight you?" You know what I mean? So are the rappers the ones to blame for some of this?
Partially.
I mean, I
Partially.
wouldn't say they the ones to blame. They just rapping what they lived, and there's a bunch of people out here trying to live
But
what
are
they live.
they? But are they?
I'm not
Not
gonna say
always.
everybody, but there's a few. You feel me? A select few that live
Because
that
I'm
life.
gonna tell you something. I don't listen to his music. I don't. Okay, I'm not, and I want to be clear when I say this. I don't listen to his music, but I
Yeah, I
know
remember you
he's a
telling us
number
this.
one artist. You understand? Kendrick Lamar comes from Campanella Park, Paru area.
Mm-hmm.
Do we talk about shooting and gangbanging and killing? Because he firsthand. Now, mind you, I've never heard other than the pull up, drink, be humble, the shit that hit the radio. You feel me? Other than that, I ain't heard it unless it hit the radio and I heard it because it touched the radio. I can't tell you with none of his mixtapes. So he might have talked about it, but I'm telling you, I never heard it. You feel me?
Because I'll actually listen to his most of his like music. He don't really like. He won't
Yeah,
talk
I
about.
don't
Oh
know.
yeah, he won't be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go out and do this. He'd be like, oh
He's
this happened and this
firsthand
happened.
intertwined and seeing it and knowing the game. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he would be, he's a great storyteller, but my thing is he would be the one on the front line to tell you what's really going on out here. You understand? He could talk to you about what the OGs talking about, what the little homies talking about, because he out there. He knows. You understand? So I don't. I sometimes it's hard for me to really believe that a lot of these dudes is really active. I feel like a lot of that is just because they know it sells, bro. I don't really believe a lot of them dudes is really out there really getting busy because, for one, bro, you 95 pounds, your pants is hanging off your jammy, right?
You're not getting away from nobody.
How? Like so it's like where you was tough at because you couldn't have went to prison. You too small. Bro, I got a nephew right now, bro. His arm like this big. Hold on, what gets in the camera? His arm like this big, bro. My nephew arm like this big, bro. Joe Blow arm like this big, bro. He can just pull up on you and choke you with his arm, bro. Like, get over here, man. Let me get this little bicep right quick and choke you out. So what really?
Bro.
So you couldn't have been going. And then all right, you might. If so, you went to county jail. You was in county jail. Oh, okay, cool. No. All right, cool. So really, what work was you putting in? Because then, all right, if you was out here just shooting, well, where your money at? Because if you really had the money, why you want to rap? If you already got it, if you already up, right? Because another topic I want to touch on, because you said the rappers is partially, right? I feel like this. The ones that know better, they're 100% at fault. Because they putting BS to the world when they know they ain't even living a life. Because I was once an impressionable kid. The first time the first time I heard bro Ice and Rick Fruit listen to 50 Cent, they was listening to 50 Cent to go put some work in. They ready to go rob something. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that put it in my mind like, okay, this what 50 Cent talking about, right? 50 Cent was really living it though. That wasn't all he talked about though. He tried to take you to the candy shop. He tried to touch different things. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like it was. He had the magic still letting the ladies know I'll pop you down, and letting dudes know I'll pop you down. You feel me? So he wasn't 100% always with the BS.
Yeah. Like most of these actual gangster rappers from I'm gonna say before 2005, they weren't just we only doing gangster music. They was making love songs, making songs about society, different things like that. Now most gangster rappers gonna be making about 95 day catalog is all about gang banging and shit like that.
Like I'm gonna keep it a
nobody-
band. Rest in peace to. And I'm not gonna say your name because I know your parents and your family wouldn't want me to do that on this podcast. But rest in peace to my player that took his life because gangbanging was getting too serious for him, and he felt like, you know, people was turning their back on him, and he didn't have nobody to reach out to. And I kind of took that to heart because I thought that we built a strong enough relationship that he could lean on me, but maybe it was something that, you know, I showed him since I've been here that he didn't really want to, you know, worry me with his problems, but he definitely left me with a lot of I could have done more. You feel me? Like
This just happened?
Yeah, but listen, the day before PnB Rock got killed.
That's
Like,
crazy.
it's just went in the ground. He
I
just
ain't
went in the
that
ground.
whole
The day,
PnB Rock
look, he
situation
got
is
buried.
crazy.
PnB Rock got killed the next day. So it's like, as somebody that he was in Inglewood, right? Right now, I agree with Boosie, Sauce Walka, and anybody else that say being a rapper right now
I know
is
you
the
saw
most
that stuff with
dangerous
Sauce Walka.
job in America. All right, now look, I'm gonna be honest with the Sauce Walka situation.
I know
I
you saw
really
that
ain't want to
stuff.
touch on it on the podcast just because I don't care what the world say.
Yeah.
It's easy when you just went through something, right? I almost lost my life. I just went through a traumatic, event, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just had to whoop somebody that obviously they got a few licks on me because look at Walk's face was scratched and he had a black eye. So we don't know if dude hit him with the gun or whatever. You just know that he got a black eye and his face was scratched up, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I done been through them situations where my life been on the line, and I just didn't have social media where I jumped on social media and was like, whoa, 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 whoa. You can tell that his adrenaline was rushing. He never said that he killed anybody. That
He
was
said,
the
"Oh, yeah."
internet's doing. He said, I
Yeah.
don't know what happened. Now, the one thing that he said that was he misspoke is that he thought that the dude who got killed was the dude
Who
that
was trying to
actually
rob
tried
him.
to rob him. And that wasn't the case.
Yeah, somebody different.
You feel me? But I also listened to Whack 100 on Clubhouse with Kid Boo and Sauce Walka. He had both of them on there. And they had a girl that knew the dude. She was saying that she was his sister, but it came out that she really ain't his blood sister. She just like, she called him her brother. You feel me?
Yeah.
But with that situation, bro, I just feel like the internet is messy. That's what a lot of it. When we say we hold, like, PnB Rock was the homie. You understand? When I say the homie, I'm talking about somebody that I actually got to meet and had genuine like respect and admiration for. I can't say I had love for him because I didn't know him that well. I only touched bases with him like 3 times. But my thing is this, bro. He didn't deserve to die like that, bro. He didn't deserve it. And for his body to be shown. Now, I never seen the video, but I heard that there's a video out there of seeing him laying in the pool of blood and all that.
Bro.
Yeah, so and this
I
why
think that's
I
also
talk
very,
about
very lame. Like how people will like during tragedy or during like obvious violence and gruesome and situations. First thing people do is try to point their cameras. It's
you don't want to offer no aid. You just
don't
want to grab
help.
your phone.
You
Did
don't
you
want
see what
to.
Jay
You don't
Prince
want
said
to
with?
try to go do something. Like you've been a spectator and letting the shit happen. Like you could have prevented at least or do something. But everybody want to be the first to capture.
I was disgusted. And then people blame
Everybody was trying to say it was his girl fault and stuff. You saw what Jay Prince said?
All right, now look, I'm gonna keep it a band. Now listen.
It is, bro.
You can say now how many times, and I don't really want to be on no biblical stuff, but I have to do this because this right there, that situation right there upsets me. And I'm gonna tell you why it upsets me. One, from the beginning of time, we always been blaming women for the man's downfall. Oh, the world is messed up because Eve ate from the forbidden fruit. I mean, the forbidden tree and ate the apple, right?
Yeah,
All right. Now, how about this? Who was the first person on the planet?
the man.
Adam, right?
Yeah.
So wouldn't it be Adam's responsibility to tell Eve, "Hey, look, God
Don't do
gave
that.
all this to me. I asked God to give me somebody, a companion. I had to give half of my rib to make your vagina and make you, right? All right, to do all these things, right? Let's not do anything to anger God, make God second guess us. He said that this right here over on that side, don't mess with it. You think he did that?
Not at
No,
all.
because he was caught up in some pussy. No, that be the whole problem. It be us, bruh.
That's what Jay
It's
Prince
not
was
them.
saying. That's why I asked, did you see what Jay Prince said?
Yeah, facts. It's all,
like,
bruh,
bro,
because listen, but because since the beginning of time, we always blaming the women, bruh. But this is the thing. You have to be the man to let your woman know, look, I'm out here with $200, $300, whatever $100,000 of jewelry, right?
Mm-hmm.
We ain't regular people, even though we trying to do regular things. You do, bruh. I'm a regular dude. I don't post pictures of where I'm at, no matter what. I ain't never did it when it was a MySpace, and I don't give I don't care about the internet today. But I'm talking about when I was actively on social media crazy. It was no way I'm gonna show you what I'm doing in the moment. Never. You don't do that, and especially when you somebody that's a celebrity, where people want what you got, man. You gotta understand that California is not safe. PnB is affiliated with the Crips. So you in Inglewood. You person with the Long Beach to if you gonna go eat Roscoe's inside, you would have had a better chance in Long Beach.
Yeah, I'm not
but you can't blame the girl when in all actuality, you the star. Just like
you the money.
Just like Adam was he was the money to God, right? And he messed up.
You supposed to as men, rules, like, don't do this, bro.
You got to take accountability. We as men, you dealing with these women, you got to let them know what you going for or what you not going for. These need to be set in the beginning. We in here, don't do this. Do not do that. And it's not you trying to like talk down to her. It's certain things that they don't understand if they ain't living the life, bro. And if you bringing them into your world, you gotta school them. You have to. You failing yourself, because every time they're gonna make mistakes because they don't know no better. You supposed to be the light, bruh. You supposed to be the light. The man is supposed to be the sun, the woman is the earth, right? Well, where she get the heat from? The sun. That's where we get our heat. That's where we get our light from, right?
Yeah.
So if the woman is the earth, where she get her light from? From us. So we gotta hold some form of accountability when things like this happen, bro. Now I hate that it happened, but it's like we gotta educate ourselves. If you're gonna be out here with this jewelry on, you gotta understand it's dudes out here that's broke.
Wanting to do anything for that.
Like, let me ask you something. Do you feel like the urban community is better or worse since COVID came?
Worse.
I agree. What about you, Keion?
Look, on social media, it looked like it's better, but in real life, it's a lot worse.
Man, it's jacked up out here, man.
Bro, the way, because first off, like you were saying, like most people don't even be having two pennies thrown together. And in a way that inflation been going, like it's everybody out here struggling, bro.
The penny's not even worth the same.
Like stuff not the same, bro. The people that was lower class, they probably even lower class at this point.
Man, listen. You had people that was out here got 20, 30, 75, 10. You know, I ain't even gonna go that high. I'm gonna say you had people that had the most money they had in their life, right? A lot of them didn't invest it. Some of them did, you feel me? A lot of them didn't invest it. And some of them that did invest it, they lost it. Like, I'm gonna keep it a band with you. But I had some bands in Bitcoin and Litecoin. When that joint crashed, but I've been sick. I lost big money. I ain't even gonna flex. I lost big money when that Bitcoin crashed. Cause not only that, I had money in Litecoin, and Litecoin wasn't up there like that. But when Bitcoin dropped, man, John went from being like $200 and some a coin, right? Like $40 a coin. Like that, man, I lost big money, man. I mean, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you know, I feel like a lot of the violence, the scamming, a lot of that playing the fact of, bro, we have a big drug problem in America. And I ain't talking about no marijuana. I'm talking about real live drugs. You feel me? Like, we can really go into so many things, man. I just really I feel like we got to do more. What'd you say, bro? I didn't hear you.
I was about to say, oh no, I was about to expand on it, but
No, go ahead.
I was like,
No, go ahead.
America compared to the rest of the world, most people don't let you do like the soft drugs and stuff like that. America does hard drugs and do it like
keep talking. I'm going to go get my charger. Keep talking.
And everybody in this country compared to the rest of the world, it's kind of really bad. How bad like people one have access to drugs easily, and two how they abuse it without like any. I don't want to say repercussions, but you know what I mean. Like they're just doing it willy nilly. No one's really restricting them or saying this and that because at the end of the day, it's accessible. You can get it pretty easily. The rest of the world, they don't even want like the drugs in their country. Like whoever's bringing them in, if you get caught, you dying on spot. They're not gonna sacrifice oh yeah, let's do a trial. No, they're killing you. In America, when they put you on trial and stuff like that, depending on who you are, you probably gonna get free. Let's be real. Like if you have enough influence and power in the country, you get free. You go away for like oh. You put in some drugs, like still no one talks about how J.P. Morgan and them was bringing in literally boatloads of cocaine.
Boatload of drugs, bro.
What? They swept it under the rug so quick.
All the way under the rug, bro.
They was bringing literally boatloads, cranes full of drugs, and nobody said anything.
Opioids and coke.
Fam, if that was somebody else, or if there was an immigrant who did that, oh yeah, you getting locked up.
Oh yeah,
locked up
quick. But hey, if you have enough power in this country, you can bring in whatever you want here and sell whatever you want, and no consequences. You just have to be strong enough, powerful. But hey,
but see, that's the part that they try to hide from us, though. You feel me? That it's the haves and the have-nots, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot going on under our nose. That's why I always used to ask y'all like, hey, bro, y'all really got to sit down and look at The Wire. Because I'm going to tell you, the reason why I don't care what going to come on TV in the near future, The Wire is the best show that has ever touched television. If you don't have the patience to watch it, that just means that you have a low attention span, because The Wire, what it's trying to show you is that you got the system of the streets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the streets, you got drug addicts, you got drug dealers, you got snitches, you got robbers, you got regular working class people who just trying to stay out the way, right? And then you got people who are children to all these people I just named. So how are their lives being affected, right? But you got to remember that these adults who, whether they the dealer, the pastor, the whatever, right? They once used to be kids. And whatever they went through shaped whatever they became today. You feel me? So The Wire shows you that the politicians, they play a part, right? The lawyers, they play a part. The police, they play a part. Now, I'm gonna break down how all these people play a part, but I'm just breaking it down. The kids, they play a part. The news, they play a part. The docks, where the ships and the boats and all that stuff come in, they play a part. The FBI, they play a part. Now, this is what they showing you. The drug dealers is on the level, the low level, right? But then you got the politicians, right? Now they playing with trying to change the stats on crime to make themselves look good or to make another politician or a cop look bad based on their numbers, right? Well, your crime is up for robberies or your crime is up on murders, and we got to bring these numbers down because I'm trying to run again, right? That's how the politicians is playing. But then you got certain politicians they know drug dealers is trying to wash their money, right? So they getting fake contracts and they still exactly. You feel me? Stealing. So then you got the kids who they trying to decipher how to live in this crazy world that they growing up in, right? Some of them gonna become casualties of war. Some of them gonna make it out. And then you're gonna have some that actually, could have been great, but the circumstances changed them and they had to become something they didn't want to, and they just dying slowly. You feel me? The Wire is amazing, bro. Like, that's why I tell you, like, if you ever had time to sit and just watch a show, because you can't just turn it on and not pay attention to it. You gotta pay attention to every moment. That's the way David Simon wrote it, is that you got to really sit down and pay attention to the show. But it's the greatest show that was ever written. I know people who sing Sopranos and be like, well, Sopranos are better, but this is the thing. Sopranos is not based on real life. If a mob boss went and talked to a psych, he would get his head blown off. He'd be dead probably before he left out that office. That's not realistic. The Wire is realistic. It's showing you that even though the show is based in Baltimore, Maryland, that can happen any and every city around America.
Hey, you said a mob boss. I swear, a mob boss, he not making it out of there.
I'm gonna keep it a band. I ain't never seen Sopranos. I watched Oz. They made us watch Oz growing up because they wanted us to like be like scared straight about going to jail. Because in Oz, you be seeing dudes get stabbed up, raped, all that, right?
Yeah.
And that came on HBO. The Wire came on HBO, and The Sopranos did. I never watched The Sopranos though. It was something that I ain't never really care about. Italians didn't deal with blacks, so I didn't care to see what they was talking about on that show because I already knew that they didn't like my kind. You feel me? So I stayed away from the show because it wasn't relatable to me. But for my thing is that like what all that's going on with these drugs, these guns. Bro, we don't have boats, ships. We don't have manufacturers. That's not what we do. We're just the people who are given these things to die. And until these kids realize that some of them, their parents don't even love them. Their parents don't love themselves. They just out here in the world. You got to want better. You have to want better.
For yourself.
Yes.
Nobody gonna give you better.
And that's the main reason why, bro. I'm getting an education. Now, mind you, I'm in education. I'm a teacher. We don't get paid nothing. Not like how we supposed to. You dealing with kids that's dealing with trauma. I'm talking about you got kids that's getting raped. You got kids that have to carry guns to school because the reason being is they got real enemies. They got people that they love that has died. You feel me? It's bad for these kids today, bro. And it's sad when you gotta come to school and not be able to focus on your everyday living because you gotta worry about getting bullied, getting jumped, getting in a fight.
Not to cut you off.
No, go ahead, bro. Speak your mind.
Yeah, not to cut you off or nothing like that. But look, tell me why when we were just in Houston, Me and Justice, we was just talking to his little brother, talking about our high school, our old high school. He was like, everybody up there toting.
Yeah, listen. Right in the city I just went to and spoke in Virginia, bro. Like, it's going down out there, bro.
Yeah,
It's going down out there.
it's real
Look, the
serious
young
right
boys
now.
is dying in high numbers. You understand? And I can't sit back and be like, "Oh, the youth is tripping. Them boys stupid." Nah, because you know why? I was doing the same thing, just in a different way. You understand what I'm saying? It was just that I wasn't out here just recklessly trying to shoot people. In them days, I ain't want nothing to die. Not a fly, not nothing. I didn't want nothing to die in them days until I got about 17. Then I was on that type of time, and it was only because something happened that I felt like I needed to stand up for. And if you know me, you know what that is. And if you don't, then that's I don't care. But I felt like I needed to stand up for that. You feel me? And I was willing to die or go to jail or hell. I didn't care, because for me, it meant that much to me. You understand? But that's me standing on something, a principle, a real principle, not some bogus BS. You feel me?
Nah, facts. Like, I understand. Look, some people, I understand why they have it, because it do be unsafe to get home and things of that nature. But like, some people do just be having it to have it.
Yeah, for sure. Look,
and
man,
that's really, at this point, is really majority. You feel me? But like, I don't even think it should have came to that point. But at the same time, like you said earlier, where are they getting it from?
Look, I'm gonna keep it a band. We're gonna have to expound more on this, John, man. I just feel like, we could go on all day about these Jones, bro, because we got so many issues and topics that's going on today that we can actually like touch on. I'm gonna be honest. The next John, I'm gonna pull you back on here, Keion, but I'm gonna bring Chino on here too, and we're gonna bring it a whole nother conversation. But I really wanted to touch in with y'all. I wanted to show some respect to my player. Rest in peace. I love you, boy. But also, speak on. Just be aware where you are in this world. Know your surroundings. Understand that everybody don't care about your well-being and your livelihood, and be smarter in the things that you're showing to the public, because these people don't care. Like a lot of us are so caught up in trying to, get
Be
this
a part
work,
of
like
something.
this clout thing, right? Now, mind you, I cracked up because I was watching New York Undercover. Y'all might not even know about that show. This show came out in the 90s. Mm-hmm. Malik Yoba, his name JC Williams on the show though. Season 4. He was the first person I ever heard say clout. Look it up if you think I'm playing. First person. Had nothing to do with Chicago. I'm telling you, whoever want to put the money up after when you see this podcast, I'm willing to bet whatever.
Hey, I'm telling you. I'm probably already knowing that clout had been came out, because everything just come back.
It comes back around. I'm telling you. So I don't even feel crazy saying it, because I know that it was said in 98 by JC Williams, saying these guys just did it for clout. And that same words, that same verbiage that I just used, man. And on that note, man, listen.
Clout is a disease, man.
Listen, we are gonna cut this thing short, man.
Hey, it's
because
cool, man.
We really been like
deep dive.
Moving,
you see, this is
what we gonna have the motherfucking.
I'm the best guest you have, man. Every time I'm on here, we don't even be thinking about time. We just talking, bro. Like,
yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something. It gets so real that when you trying to edit on this thing, it gets real. That's why I try to keep the podcast under 45 minutes. Because if not, I'm gonna be editing for a few hours, bro.
Hold on. 1 second. Hey man, you already know every time Keion on here, you gotta go shop Wura.com, you feel me? Or I don't know if he changed it or not. Talk to the man right there in the middle, you feel me? Wura that, Wura University, you feel me? This not the only merch I got. You feel me? We got all the
So
merch, man.
listen.
You see
Hey,
my
hold
boy
on.
Wisdom got the Wura on, man. Have all the Wura. And go shop Wura. That's all I'm finna say.
We
Hey,
in this
these
thing.
dropping
Hold
very,
on.
very
I'm gonna let
soon.
Tomi
Hey,
go grab what he gonna grab real quick. And
y'all
then we're
see
gonna
it?
tap out. Oh,
Bro,
for the
bro, stop.
ladies! Hey!
Hey, for the ladies, y'all gotta go tap in with that. That's the hottest
Hey,
thing
we
going on
got.
right
Hey,
now.
look. Y'all gonna see these on social media very soon. I got some people, doing what they gotta do. Look at the detail. You see look. Hold on. See, look. You know what it is though. Hey, we coming out with a bigger and better, and see what we can
Hey,
do
but with that being
this
said,
year.
though, with that being said, the best guest they've ever had. I'm signing out.
Facts.
I'm
Hey,
signing
look.
out.
This your boy Wisdom Devine.
It's your boy Tomi.
Your boy
And
Keion,
we out
aka
this
KG,
thing. Keion, appreciate you, bro.
of
Hey, y'all
course.
play
And you
safe.
know
Stay
it.
saucy.
Hey, any shout outs? Nah, I don't got no shout outs. Y'all can go follow me though.
Yeah, go
It's
follow him.
at KG1K.
Hey, and we is out.